let's start with the latest news around the NFL and get you caught up on maybe a quarterback situation that's developing or has been developing in San Francisco with the 49ers. 49ers coach Kyle Shanahan saying there's no change so far with what is expected to be Jimmy Garoppolo starting and Trey Lance as the second quarterback. We saw them play in action on Sunday night against the Chargers. Lance came in with the second team group, played a little bit with the starters. They kept bringing Brandon Ayuk in and off the field there with that lineup there with Lance under center. Dave, anything changed for you? Are you still drafting Lance as a high-end backup with the hope that he's going to start at some point this season? Because Kyle Shanahan doesn't seem to be budging that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to start Week 1 against the Lions.
Well, he said he's going to name a Week 1 starter, and I quote, "whenever I feel like it." So that's a little bit of a change because we were talking before the show. We thought Garoppolo was going to be the guy Week 1. Now he's leaving it open. It sounds like there's still a chance for Trey Lance to do his thing. But if you saw the game, Lance really looked terrible early on. He did turn it around.
First drive was bad.
Second drive, the interception wasn't so great either. You can't really put it on him, though. It was just a hard-thrown football. He did do better.
Kittle catches him.
Kittle, yeah, that's a fair point. I think I'm still drafting him. I'm looking at him in the last 3 rounds, still taking him a tad ahead of Justin Fields. I really think that there's more upside with Lance, even though he won't start Week 1, maybe not Week 2.
First off, Heath, you're still Fields over Lance, right?
Yes.
And just because he's going to probably start sooner than...
I think what I like I came in thinking Fields was more ready, and I think so far Fields has looked more ready as a passer especially, and they've let him run a little bit in the preseason. We haven't really seen Lance do that. So, yes, I would take Fields over Lance, but they're back-to-back for me.
And which quarterback is going to help the skill players better? Because, look, we know quarterback's a deep position. Nobody's drafting Jimmy Garoppolo. We're drafting Trey Lance on the hope that maybe he becomes one of these next great fantasy quarterbacks. But in your mind, which quarterback is going to make Kittle, Ayuk, and Deebo Samuel better?
I think it's better if Jimmy Garoppolo is the quarterback because I think that will increase their pass volume, and I think right now Garoppolo is still just a little bit better for the passing game than Lance is. There may be more upside in terms of what Lance can do downfield than Jimmy Garoppolo, but as of right now, I don't think there's much question. You're going with Garoppolo over Lance if you want to draft one of those pass catchers.
All right, so we'll see what Kyle Shanahan decides to do, but still draft Trey Lance as a high-end backup. Better in 1 quarterback leagues than 2 quarterback leagues, simply from the standpoint of you know that he's probably going to sit to start the season, at least based on the expectations of what the 49ers have said so far this entire offseason. Want more of the Fantasy Football Today podcast and nonstop year-round fantasy advice? It's simple. Hit the subscribe button and hang with us all throughout the year.